Picture this. It is a Tuesday morning, 9:30 a.m. A man named Van is sitting in the parking lot outside an ICE field office in Houston. He has been there for 10 minutes. The engine is off. The windows are rolled down. Van is 52 years old. He came to this country in 1996, almost 30 years ago. He was young then, nervous, hopeful, carrying little more than a bag and a prayer. He did not speak English. He did not know anybody. He slept on a cousin's floor for 6 months until he found work washing dishes at a restaurant. That was 30 years ago. Today, Van owns that restaurant. He employs 11 people. He pays taxes. He has a house. He has a wife. He has 2 children. His son is in college studying engineering. His daughter is 16 and wants to become a veterinarian. Van has never been arrested, never been accused of a crime. He has gone to his ICE check-in every single year for 15 years.
Same office, same routine. Walk in, sign a few papers, get his fingerprints updated, walk out, go back to his life. 15 years, no problem, no surprises. Today, the officer does not take him to the usual room. He leads Van to a door at the end of the hallway he has never gone through before. Inside is a room with a metal bench, a lock on the door, and no windows. The officer says, "Mr. Van, we need to update your fingerprints in here today. Please have a seat." Van sits down and the door closes behind him. Within 48 hours, immigration officials may secure a travel document from the Vietnamese government. Within 72 hours, Van could be on an ICE flight to Ho Chi Minh City, a city he has not seen in 30 years. His restaurant will open without him on Wednesday. His wife will drive to the ICE office looking for answers and find none. His son will miss a week of classes. His daughter will stop talking for 3 days. And Van, a man with no criminal record who followed every rule for 30 years, may still be removed. Because in 2026, a clean record may not protect you the way people once believed it would. If you are from Vietnam, China, Cambodia, Laos, India, Bangladesh, or Pakistan, do not skip this video. This is U.S. Visa News Daily. What I am about to explain could help protect someone's life, maybe yours, maybe someone you love. Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Please consult a qualified immigration attorney for your specific situation. For years, ICE worked under a priority-based enforcement model. Focus on criminals. Focus on people who present a danger to public safety. If someone had been here for decades, had no record, had a family, had a job, the thinking was to leave them alone. That model is no longer the main approach. In 2026, ICE has shifted toward broader enforcement. Everyone with a removal order may be a target, regardless of how long they have lived here, regardless of criminal history, family ties, or taxes paid. If you have a final removal order, you may be on the list. According to TRAC, the Transactional Records Access Clearinghouse, as of April 4, 2026, about 70.8% of the 60,311 people currently in ICE detention have 0 criminal convictions. 7 out of every 10. Mothers, fathers, business owners, taxpayers, people who lived here for 10, 20, 30 years. People who believed their clean records would protect them. It may not. Not anymore. Now, the 7 countries facing higher risk in 2026. The reason is repatriation agreements. For years, some countries refused to accept deported people from the United States. Without cooperation from the home country, ICE could not carry out deportations. In late 2025 and early 2026, that changed. The U.S. negotiated new agreements using visa sanctions as pressure. One by one, these countries began cooperating. Vietnam. ICE is now detaining and removing Vietnamese nationals who arrived after 1995 or whose cases have technical issues. The old protections are being read much more narrowly. China. A new biometric data sharing arrangement in April 2026 opened the door for larger removal flights. Chinese nationals with denied asylum claims face significantly higher risk. Cambodia, removal flights have resumed more frequently. Many Cambodian Americans who came as refugees in the 1980s are now being detained. The Southeast Asian Deportation Relief Act, SIADRA, was reintroduced in February 2026 but has not passed. Laos, many Hmong and Lao residents who have lived here for 30 or more years are being detained during routine check-ins. India, record numbers of Indian nationals are being detained, especially those on expired H-1B or F-1 visas. Bangladesh, a new agreement signed in March 2026, has led to faster removals for Bangladeshi nationals with denied asylum claims. Pakistan, targeted enforcement has increased for Pakistani nationals who missed even a single check-in or failed to update their address. Now let me tell you about the check-in trap. For decades, ICE check-ins were almost automatic. You walked in, showed your documents, and walked out. Many people with old removal orders did this for 10, 15, even 20 years. Nothing happened. In 2026, the check-in is no longer just a formality. It can be an enforcement action disguised as paperwork. Officers are now in some cases instructed to make collateral arrests during routine check-ins. You arrive, sign in, follow the officer as always. But instead of the usual room, they take you to a back room. The door closes. Within hours, you may be transferred to a staging facility. Within 48 to 72 hours, travel documents are secured. Within a week, you may be on a flight. No new hearing, no extra court date, because a final removal order already exists. Even if that order is 15 years old, even if it was issued in absentia. The check-in becomes a one-way trip. Here is your protection plan. Step 1. Never go to an ICE check-in alone. Before your next check-in, speak with an immigration attorney. Have them review your case and assess your risk. On the day of the check-in, have your lawyer or a legal representative wait outside with your A number, your full legal name, and a signed G-28 form. If you are detained, they can immediately contact the ICE field office, invoke your right to counsel, and file emergency motions. The buddy system saves lives. Never go alone. Step 2. File for a stay of removal before your check-in. Talk to an attorney about filing Form I-246, application for stay of deportation or removal. A stay is not guaranteed, but a pending request creates a legal argument to delay action. File it before your check-in, not after. Step 3. File a motion to reopen if your circumstances have changed. If you were ordered removed in absentia, if you now have U.S. citizen children, if you have lived here for decades with a clean record, a motion to reopen asks the court to look at your case again. You need a lawyer to file one. But for many people in these 7 communities, it may be the only tool between them and a removal flight. Step 4. Review your digital footprint. ICE may use social media, utility data, and public records to locate people with removal orders. Set your profiles to private, remove location-tagged posts, update your address properly using Form AR-11. You are required to report address changes to USCIS within 10 days of moving. Talk to your lawyer about the safest approach. Step 5. Create an emergency family plan tonight. Who cares for your children if you are detained? Who has power of attorney for your business and bank accounts? Where are your important documents? Does your family have your A number and your lawyer's contact? Give copies of key documents to a trusted person. Prepare now while you are still here. You came to this country. You worked hard. You paid your taxes. You followed every rule. You built businesses that employ Americans. You raised children who are Americans. You are part of the fabric of this country. And there are people fighting for you. Lawyers filing motions. Members of Congress introducing legislation. Community organizations building support networks. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Subscribe to US Visa News Daily and turn on the notification bell. Share this video with every Vietnamese, Chinese, Cambodian, Lao, Indian, Bangladeshi, and Pakistani person you know. Someone in your community has a check-in coming up next week. You could be the reason they bring a lawyer. You could be the reason they are still here next month. A clean record used to be a shield. In 2026, it may not be enough on its own. But knowledge is still a shield. Preparation is still a shield. Community is still a shield. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay protected, stay together. Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Please consult a qualified immigration attorney for your specific situation.